All right, guys, welcome back into another PGA DFS video. Got the Mayakoba Golf Classic here for you guys, but first, do want to say a quick thank you to you guys. If you guys watched the NFL DFS video from last week, it's going to be the same spiel, but I really do appreciate all of 9 to 5 Nation. I've been able to grow a ton with 9 to 5 over the past year, a lot thanks to you guys, honestly. So, with the support from you guys and, with the support from 9 to 5, it's really helped 9 to 5 grow a ton, and I've been able to kind of reinvest my time in it and really amp up the game each and every week. And that's always been my goal, is to make the videos and make 9 to 5 better each and every week. And as you guys probably have been able to tell, I've done that via video quality, via audio quality, and now I've done it via the website as well, all while keeping it super simple on the website. So I'll get into the website here, made some slight adjustments to both the NFL and PGA side of it. So let's get into that. You guys will see it's going to be very super and easy to use, all for still $10 a month. That's all because I really believe that players in DFS should not have to pay to try to profit. Like $10 a month is so minimal that you can still like profit without having to spend like your whole bankroll just pretty much trying to be able to make a profit. $10 a month is investing in yourself so that you can invest in, fun or potentially profit for you guys. It's all about how you guys see fit. So I just want to give you guys the tools to be able to succeed. So let's get into that. So here's the 9 to 5 sports page right now. This is the PGA package. So for those that are 9 to 5 members right now, this is up live. So what you guys will see, it's going to be very similar to that of the NFL DFS page, where I have my own homepage for NFL. That's going to be the norm going forward for golf as well. I didn't want to change that with only one event here for the next 2 weeks. I wanted to give you guys that time to get used to the stat sheet, but this will be coming a homepage as well, a landing destination. So all the information for that week will be there. The article will be up here on the left-hand side. Some tweets will be on the right-hand side. So it's a very, very simple data sheet here. It's DK priced, sort out that way. So got all the plays there. This is the super simple stat sheet here. That's how I like to keep it simple right there, guys. You know how easy it is to use that. But you can also look at recent form data, just how they're grading out, how they're looking there. You look at tournament history as well, the last 4 years. If it says 100, that's a miscut. Then we got the key stats for that week as well. As you guys can see, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to give you guys this updated spreadsheet, this updated content. It's a lot simpler. It's a lot easier to use. I'm very proud of it, to be honest with you guys. So hope you guys enjoy this. If there are any flaws when you're going through it, let me know. And I can get that adjusted. It is new. It is rough draft version of it, so can get that corrected. Then we got the master stat sheet as well. This is kind of the normal, super simple, or this is the normal cheat sheet that was always provided. I'm calling it the data center now, but I'm just happy that I can give you guys this quality dashboard, if you will, at such a great value. So yeah, we'll go through the picks now. I just want to get you guys familiarized with this stat sheet. Kind of wasted the first 3 minutes of that, but I thought it was well deserved. So let's get into the picks for this week, guys. And the great thing about this now is that I won't have to kind of resort back to the DraftKings DFS pricing. So right now I'm just going to sort it by that 9K to 12K price point range. So we're going to start with the high tier now. So you guys can see it here. This is how they're grading out, but I do really like Justin Thomas in this one. Sure, he's the best price player on this board, but if you guys can afford to pay up for him, you should do it. Recent form rank, first in that's mostly due to the second and the 12th place finish there at the Zozo and at the CJ Cup there, sorry. Stats could be a little bit better, but this is just zooming in on the 4 stats that I want to look at for this week. There's also driving accuracy. There's also stroke gain approach that you can be looking at as well, but that's how he grades out there. And then we're looking at this model rank. He grades out really well. You guys can see it there for yourselves. That's how Justin Thomas is looking. But we'll compare him to Abraham Answer because Abraham Answer is kind of priced a little bit lower. And I kind of like Abraham Answer this week as well. So course history wise, Abraham Answer has been a stud. You can see it right here. 8th place finish in 2019, 21st place finish in 2018, 9th place finish in 2017, and he made the cut in 2016 as well. Look at his stats. They're all quality stats just across the board. Really nothing lacking in this game. His lowest stat there is 81st. So Abraham Ancer is great now as one of the better plays, and he's going to be a core play for me this week. Then after that, we'll go down a little bit lower. So actually, Ricky Fowler is somewhat catching my eye this week. I was a little bit surprised by that. We'll go down a little bit lower. So Ricky Fowler, we'll see what I like with him. You know, top 10 in the model ranking. That's great. Top 18 stat rank as well. Where he's been struggling is just mostly the consistency with his irons. His stroke gain approach only ranks 142nd, but you see his total driving and his ball striking is right there as well. You know, he just needs to be a little bit more consistent with his irons, and it does seem like he is getting there. It's just whether or not he can put it all together for 4 rounds. That's really the biggest question with Ricky. I'll pull up his course data here as well real quick. Nope, sorry. So there you guys can see it. So he's played this course twice. In 2018 at a 16th place finish, and in 2017 a 2nd place finish. Relatively decent stat fit, like I touched on. You know, I think he's going to be a fine play. Not something you really want to go out of your way to play, but he does seem like a great safe play at play. Victor Hovland, I don't mind. Yes, he's getting knocked for course rank or course history rank a little bit this week, but all in all, I'm not really worried about that with him. He's just missed a cut twice here. Once before he was a rookie, and then last year in his rookie season. Maybe he was just having a little bit too much fun, you know, down there at Mayakoba there with the activities that go on down there. There's a great like Graham McDowell story where he was like drinking a beer. I think it was after his 2nd round. He was the defending champ, drinking a beer before his next round in a hot tub by one of the wholeside houses that he rented out for that week. It's a fun event. Players go out and have fun at this event. That's kind of why they're playing it. So we'll move on down into the mid-tier here. So the mid-tier I actually do really like Emiliano Grillo. We have Sebastian Munoz, who burned us. We had Brian Harman, who burned us the last time out. And then we got Emiliano Grillo and Joel Damon. So I'm going to touch on both of those two. I'll pull them up here. All right, so I got those two pulled up. As you guys can see, they're grading out really well, model-wise, top 10 for both of them, and they really don't have a weakness stat-wise. You look at their course history, all made cuts there, no miscuts. They both had a top 10 finish. You look at their recent form data. Yes, Emiliano Grillo did have that one miscut mixed in there, but overall, he's been a career-wise, he's been a cut maker. I really do like him. Joel Damon is fine. Stat fit wise, I like him a little bit more stat fit wise. He grades out a little bit better. Really like the price point. I know a lot of people might be a little bit weary of Damon going out and having fun, but I'm not too worried about that with him this week. We'll go down a little bit lower now. We'll drop down into the low tier. All right, so getting to the low tier, my boy Scott Piercy. I shouldn't say my boy, but I played him a lot 2 years ago. He was very rewarding 2 years ago, and it seems like he could be going back to that same Scott Piercy as he was 2 years ago. Recent form, spectacular. Grades out as one of the best recent form-wise, top 20 in that. Course history-wise, grades out top 10 in that. Stat rank is a little bit poor. Okay, he's been able to kind of do well at these courses lately, and he has been hitting the ball entirely well. All in all, though, at this price point, I think it's going to be worth it, given the course history, given the recent form. That's why I like. That's why we look at all 3 phases of the stats there. Then actually, I don't mind Adam Long here, top 10 in the model. I think that's a little bit skewed, but I don't mind him as a play. Just overall, looking at someone like John Hutt, I don't mind. And then Denny McCarthy and Doug Gim. You know, those 3 right there are going to be good plays, and I'll pull them up here on the stat sheet as well. So normally I would have this video chopped up a little bit more for you guys, but I want to get familiarized with it, and I want you guys to get familiarized with it as well, with how I'm going about using it. This is how I think you guys should use it. This is how I want to use it. So this is how I see fit. So John Hutt, actually not bad course history again. 1 miscut, 2 made cuts. They're both top 30 finishes. John Hutt, who was our value play at the RSM Classic. Played well there. Denny McCarthy missed cut at the RSM Classic. That was really bad. He played poorly. I don't expect him to play that poorly again. Expect him to make the cut here at this price point. That's way too cheap. Doug Gim actually has 2 top 20 finishes here as well. You look at their kind of key stats for this course, not the best, but not the worst. Nothing to really write home about from them. I mean, for Doug Gim, for the other two, they are great stat fits. So none of them are checking all the boxes because of, some missed cuts mixed in there. Obviously, John Ha had the missed cut in 2018. Danny McCarthy is coming off of a missed cut. And then Doug Gim doesn't have any course history. But they're all solid plays at this price point. They're all plays that really do make sense. That's going to be a make or break point this week, I think, at that 7.4 range. And we'll go a little bit lower here. I don't believe there's any other plays that really stood out to me this low. So we'll get into the value tier. The value tier, there's not that much that I like. Brian Stewart does seem like a guy that should go out and play well at this course. I do expect someone like Adam Schenk to go out and bounce back pretty well here. Let's change the parameters here a little bit value-wise if I can. So I just want the guys that are grading out as someone that should make the cut. So let's move this down to 65, 66, whatever. That's fine. So these are the players. Let's go down to just value tier as well in general. All right, so these are the guys in the value tier range. They're going to be right around the cut line. So typically speaking, the better the model rank, the better chance that they have to make the cut. Now, sometimes that data gets a little bit skewed, like with Cameron Piercy here. Not sure I exactly agree with that for Cameron Piercy, but someone like David Hearn, who's been kind of hit or miss lately, I don't mind him as a play. Brandon Steele, he's a guy that's very similar to Emiliano Grillo. I could see him going out and making the cut. I do want to go back to the well with Adam Schenk there. I don't mind him as a play. Will Gordon could go out and have a big week this week as well. But those are kind of the players I'm looking at that price point range. This is a week where it's tough because looking back at the fall golf, which I did, kind of what lineup path you should have went with. The lineup path that we should have went with was studs and duds. This week, I really don't think there's as many good duds value plays as there were in past weeks. So I'm not exactly sure that we should go that route. But when you got people like Robert Streb who are making the cut and then going out and winning, that's just been the best lineup path. Now, I'm not saying that you should go out and do that because, like I said, those 7.4 plays and those 8K plays that I liked, I'm going to be trying to fit those guys into my builds. But just typically speaking, it's been the go-to strategy in fall golf. I think it's mostly due to higher variance, has been to go with the studs and duds approach. Will Gordon, he's a decent flyer, relatively good staff fit. For this price point, I don't mind him as a play. But that's going to be how I use this stat sheet. Going to be using this going forward, going to refine it going forward. And then hopefully I'll have this for NFL season. Maybe not this week, but next week. I am getting married this weekend. So I probably should have led with that. But I am getting married this weekend. So I don't respond to any comments or any messages after, I don't know, like Thursday afternoon. That's why I'm a little bit busy this week. So I will try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. But I might be a little bit tied up. All right. Not tied up. That's not me. My time might be tied up with wedding stuff, whether it's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So we'll be at a golf course trying to golf on Friday as well if it's going to be warm out here in Wisconsin. All right, guys, I'm closing up right now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoy the stat sheet there. Once again, $10 a month. Best value out there for PGA DFS, really. I mean, honestly, guys, you get the stat sheet, you get the write-up, you get really the top value plays in the write-up as well each and every week, whether it's NFL or PGA. And you also get the 9 to 5 chat there. I don't know if you guys can see it on this page, but it is there. We'll pull it up. Oh, I have it cut off. Yeah, I have it cut off on this page, but it's there. All right, guys. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe.